Okay. So good morning, everyone. So we are discussing setups, I guess, right? So let me do one thing. I will list out all the topics, okay? Topics in Excel, so that not to missing any topic. We'll cover everything. Okay. So in yesterday's session, we have discussed setups. We have discussed the setups up to employee creation and assign job and position. Okay. So from here we have to discuss. So before going and creating next further steps, let me just go and list out the topics. Okay, list out the topics. Fine. So first, so the main topic, introduction. Okay, introduction to purchasing model. So this we completed. Okay, this we completed. Then we went through P2P cycle, right? P2P cycle. It's like procure to pay. Pay. Okay, procure to pay cycle. Theory we have discussed. Okay, completed. So next, document types, each document types theory we have discussed. Okay, document, I'll do here introduction of. Okay, fourteen document types. So all 14 document types we have discussed theory. Okay, fine. So next, so implementation setups. Implementation setups. Okay, so all the implementation setups will list out here. Okay, first what we define, purchasing option, financial options we define, right? Financial options. Okay, completed. So next is purchasing options. Purchasing options completed. Receiving options. Let me just take a copy here. Otherwise, quickly we'll take it and we'll paste there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this also completed. This completed. This completed. This completed. This completed. So from here we have to discuss. Okay. From here we have to discuss. And I will highlight the topics also here. This sheet is there in the drive. Okay, the sheet is there in the drive. I will not be uploading in YouTube and all. Okay, in you can get the access, Google Drive access. You go through this. If required, you can even download it. Okay, download this. And then whatever is highlighted here, right? Those are important. Okay, important. Okay, those are important topic, important things. Okay. Else you can even refer this document. So if you see these are all setups you must know. Okay, and 14 document types. Yeah, okay, I have highlighted, right, 14 documents, so which is highlighted, those are very important one. Okay, fine. Now let's go further. So next topic we have to go and define user and assign employee as a person. We have defined, I think, 4 or 5 users we have defined, correct? Hmm? 4 or 5 users we have defined, correct? So for them, so we have to go and define user account. So far we define employee account. With employee account, they cannot log in. It's like employee is joined the company. That's it. but he don't have a application access. To provide application access, we should create user accounts. Okay, user accounts. Okay, fine. So what all employees we defined yesterday? Let's go and log in. What happened? So anyone can facing same issue? Are you able to connect remote desk? Let me stop recording for a while. Yeah, okay. So yesterday we have defined employees, right? Let's go and check the employees. So the defined employees where you can check from HRMS. Okay. From HRMS, just go to the people, enter and maintain. Okay. All the employees under your business group, you want to see, just click on this three dots or control L and give the percentage and enter. Okay. All these employees we have defined. Okay. Fine. So let's see. So one by one we'll define now. Okay. One by one we'll define and we'll assign the person name. Okay. We'll assign the person name. And also it's better if we take uh, the position also. Okay. Mm, for first what we defined. Ravi, who is the CEO? Yeah, here we have. Okay. So job name is we can see there. Okay. First is Ramesh Kumar. Let me go and just mention here user or employee name. Okay. Next is their job. Okay. Fine. Ramesh Kumar, right? CEO. So next is director. So third. I think this the director. Sri Devi. Okay. Director. So next is fourth. Third. So I'm going to this number. Okay. We define in a sequence, right? For Ravi Kumar. I think senior manager. Yeah. Senior manager. Okay. Ravi Kumar. Ravi Kumar. It is fine. Okay. We'll have these details. Also, we have to set to the position and all right. So that's the reason I'm taking this all employees names. Okay. Fine. So next is fifth. Mahesh. PO manager. Mahesh. Sixth. Rajesh. Okay. Rajesh. You. Payer. And finally, seven. Satish. Right? Yeah. Satish. PO requester. Okay. So we'll again we have to define approval groups and all. That's the reason I have taken. We'll also specify the here approval limit so that you will be having some clear picture. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Now let's go and create users. So to create a users, we have to go system administrator, right? Go to the system administrator, security user define. Okay, security user define. Okay, security user define. So for first is we have Ramesh Kumar. Okay, Ramesh. So the prefix, starting prefix ABC only. Okay, Ramesh. If you can ask this, okay, if there is a multiple people having same name, right? Then how they will even email ID also. Okay, how they will create. For example, if they are Ramesh Kumars, they are two people. The email ID is like Ramesh Kumar first person. Okay, ABC who joined first abc.com. If another person came, it's like again one Ramesh Kumar 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, like that they will define. It's again the email address they will follow combination. Okay, either they go with first name followed by last name. Okay, if they go with first name followed by last name, then there is no any duplications. Okay, fine. So now ABC Ramesh. Okay, set the password, one time password. Okay, now here you have to assign that person here. Okay, you have to assign that person. So here it will display global names. Okay, all and irrespective of org. So you have to choose yours. How you can choose yours? The business group you can see in ABC India Private Limited. So that's how you have to choose while you practicing. But in a client, you won't face this much this kind of issue. Okay. So always it is one business group only, right? That is fine. That's very much fine. Okay, fine. Now for this, what I'll do, we can even create one custom responsibility. Okay, custom responsibility for approvers. But for now, I'm just assigning purchasing responsibility. Okay, ABC, SI purchasing. Basically, for approvers and all right, they don't need creating a purchase order. They don't need accessing setups. All right, they don't need. So they will be having one custom responsibility where they will be only see the summary forms. Okay, summary forms. They are not the actual persons to actual persons to use all the setups. Okay, it's again based on the role. Like if we are IT people, okay, in real time how it will be. Okay, so in client application how it will be. You won't be having an access to purchase order this function. Okay, because you are not the buyer. You will have this purchase order summary to review the orders created to find the root cause of a issue. Okay, you can have purchase order summary, and the business team will not have the setup. Only IT people like we should have setup function, setup menu, sub menu on all of this. Okay, on all of this. The transactional, you can say in one word, the transactional activities will have the access only business. Okay, and the configuration setups configuration functions and activities will have only IT people in production in live instance. In test instance you can play however it is. Again, you can play means if you want to create some test flow. Okay, some P2P flow you can do yourself. That is a test instance. There is no effect. Okay, fine. Well, let's go back to user creation. Okay, so who is next? Sri Devi, right? ABC Sri. Okay, now let assign the person here. Sri Devi. Okay, Yeah, this is the one. I think you can see business group. Okay, fine. The email ID also you can set up. Okay, it's fine, but now it's a test practicing, right? There's no impact. So if you want, you can. Okay, you can define abc.com. Okay, fine. So ABC company, ABC SI India Private Limited. Okay, fine. Click on new. Define for other users. ABC. Who is other? Ravi Kumar. Okay, ABC Ravi. And for some of clients, right, how they will maintain, they will be having a separate team for creating a users. Sometimes they will be given the access to only DBA persons. Okay, and sometimes they will maintain separate for all applications. Okay, for all the applications. When I say all applications, it is Oracle application, Salesforce, PeopleSoft, SAP, any other ERP, any applications. There will be only one sysadmin team will be there. Their task is to create a users. Okay, create a users. Client different depends on client. Okay, how they are going and maintaining the user creations. And some of clients even we can also create. Okay, BC SI purchasing. Click on new. So next is Mahesh, ABC, Mahesh.
Viva,
Yeah, please.
for Sridevi, we have selected inventory responsibility.
Oh, is it? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'll correct it. So thanks for notifying. Okay. Mahesh. We should select purchasing responsibility. Okay. ABC, SI, purchasing. Let me query. ABC, Sridevi. Yeah. So now what I'll do, I'll just give the end date. Okay. End date. ABC, SI, purchasing. Okay. This responsibility I given an end date. Okay. Fine. Open. So next is Rajesh. Next is Mahesh done. Rajesh Satish. Okay. ABC. I think this the one. Last one. Yeah. So one responsibility is enough for them. Okay. Next is ABC. Satish. So when you are defining, right, you can even go with your friends' names. Okay. You can even go with your friends' names. Okay. Fine. Employee IDs also you can maintain. Okay. That is fine. Fine. About this screen, we already discussed everything here and there and everything we have already discussed in multi-arc. Okay. User creation and all. If you want to know more about this user form and all, you just go and refer user creation form. Okay. Fine. So we have completed creating user and assigning person. Right. We have completed. So next is buyer. So the buyer setup is required only for Rajesh here. Okay. Because Rajesh is the person who actually go and create purchase order. So we have employees, this many employees, but now all the employees is not eligible for creating a purchase order. Maybe they are eligible for approving, but they are not the persons to create a purchase order. Got it? Okay. Now we'll go and create buyer for Rajesh. Okay, buyer setup. So why we need buyer setup? Okay. So why we need buyer setup? So if we do buyer setup right, then who actually have that buyer setup, they only can able to open the purchase order. For example, if I go purchasing document, okay, set purchase orders, purchase orders. So what it is saying, you are not a set up a buyer. You are not set up as a buyer. To access this form, you need to be a buyer. Okay, but I can open this summary. See, I can open the summary form. Even without even buyer setup and everything, I can even open the requisition. I can even create requisitions. See summary form. I can even open this. Hmm? To open this, you just need a employee to be assigned in a user level, but you don't need buyer setup. Okay, you don't need buyer setup. Got it? So we for our user we have assigned Ramraj. So if you see preparer is coming here. Okay, preparer is coming here. Okay, fine. Now let's go and define. Let's go and define buyer. So define buyer, you need to go setup, setup, go to the setup, personals, setup, personal, buyers. Okay, buyers. It is UI form where you go and define. Okay. So if it is already created, or if you want to see the buyers already created buyers, you just give the buyer name here and just find it. Okay. So this is the new time I'm creating, right? Just click on add buyer, add buyer. So who is Rajesh, right? Rajesh. Okay. He is the person, Mr. Rajesh. Okay. So you don't need to select anything. If you want to give any specific ship to that is the person able to create purchase order and all, you give that. Else it's not required. Okay. And again, category also specific to category is the buyer. You can set up like that. Okay. Fine. Save it. Save it. So your changes has been saved. Okay. So we have completed buyer setup also. So next is document types and approval groups. So we have less time. Let's connect again. So we have I think around 1.5 minute. Okay, let's connect again quickly, and we'll try to complete. Um, we'll try to complete. So up to this. Okay. So document types, we have 14 document types, right? So document types we'll go and discuss. Okay, and then we'll go and discuss approval groups and approval assignments. This is assignment and this is defining approval groups. Fine. Let's connect again. I will end up the session. We have just 1 minute.